Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Beardy Reviews. This week we're going to be talking about the new teaser trailer for Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Am I excited? Why yes, I am of the excite. When this was first announced though, I wasn't so much of the excite. Just because it seemed like more of a cross between Ocean's 11 and Firefly? Maybe? I knew it was going to be good because it's got an exciting new story and gives us a better look at some of the new elements of the canon universe. But this trailer has definitely made me excited and I can't wait to see it. So let's dive in head first with no hardbands. We get some new angles of the Rebel base. No, not that one. The one on Yavin 4. We learn a bit more about Felicity Jones's Jyn Erso. She's very different from what I expected. I thought she was going to be more authoritative, as she's the leader of the team that steals the Death Star plans before A New Hope. But looking at other members of this ragtag team, it seems they're going down a more Suicide Squad-y road. But more on that later. I love it that these new Star Wars films have such a real feel to them, using CGI only when necessary, as opposed to this monstrosity. Everything you see in these first few shots is practical effects, and there's loads of original elements, like the Rebel troopers, this little fella, and the War Room. And we get to see this young Mon Mothma. Nope, not that one. This one! Yay! Same actress though, so good for her. Diego Luna's character seems to be some kind of captain according to his insignia. Shot of Erso kicking some stormtrooper ass. She's just taking them all out. Some troopers telling gravity to go fuck itself. This in the middle of the trailer for some reason, as if we hadn't worked that out already. Awesome Death Star shot! So the team seems to either be going on their mission with these X-Wing pilots, or they're going on a parallel mission of sorts, which seems to go tits up very quickly. Either way, realistically, they're just cannon fodder. We get a first look at Ben Mendelsohn's character, who appears to be an admiral, which means he could be based on Grand Admiral Thrawn from the now non-canon Legends universe. Although he seems to be way more hands-on than Thrawn. Not only do we see him carrying a blaster, he's also on the ground after an Empire versus Rebels battle, which is rare for Imperial officers. In other words, he's a badass who is out for some rebel blood. Now this shot is interesting, because on this tank thing, we see some troopers who look a bit more clone troopery, which is really cool, because it shows that in-between period, where there would have been a mix of clone troopers and stormtroopers, which we haven't seen in the films yet. We get a look at Forrest Whitaker's character, who voices over a lot of the trailer. He looks like an old bounty hunter who limps, possibly because he doesn't have a leg. This may or may not be important. You might hate the Empire because they took away that sweet-ass leg of his. I think he's probably gonna be more of a mentor or an information giver kind of guy, as opposed to being part of the actual team. A new Stormtrooper Elite Force, possibly Shadow or Death Troopers, Moisture Vaporators, maybe Tatooine? Once again, things go tits up for Erso and Luna. In this shot where they seem to be in an Imperial base, maybe the Death Star itself, and we get another look at what is definitely Alan Tudyk's motion capture character, who looks to be an Imperial droid that the Rebel Alliance reprogrammed because of that back box thing that's very reminiscent of the Stormtroopers one. Donnie Yen's character does not disappoint in being the baddest of asses. Also, he's blind. Yep, you heard me. He's a daredevil space samurai. Some people have been speculating that he's a Force user, but I'm putting my credits on him being just Force sensitive and using his heightened senses to kick all of the ass. More tits going up! But this time on the Empire side, as we see these Imperial cruisers get obliterated. This guy in front of this creepy tube thing. This guy's kind of breaking the internet a little bit because we have no idea who he is. Some say he's the Emperor because he's wearing a cloak, but he's clearly kneeling down in this shot, and that's so not Sidious's thing. We know that Vader's gonna be in this, but at this point in the continuity, he's already in the suit. So probably not him either. Maybe an Inquisitor? Or maybe Matt Mikkelsen's character? We just don't know. Who are you? This guy looks like he's fixing for a blasted. Also, AT-AT shot! You get an AT-AT, and you get an AT-AT. Everybody gets an AT-AT! These AT-ATs are really cool. They make sense because they're a simpler, more stripped down version of the ones we see in the originals. So it's as if they were later upgraded. And finally, we see Jyn in this stylish number. This is probably her going undercover as a TIE fighter pilot. However, because of Forrest Whitaker's voiceover line, "What will you do when they break you? What will you become?" You could speculate that she gets caught by the Empire and they brainwash her into fighting for them. Or she could have been an Imperial spy all along. But you know, probably not. And that's all for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!